All right. Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday. We're here. We're here in the kitchen with the dog that's woofing because he thinks something's happened, but really it's nothing. And now he's going to go look through the pocket door and woof at people. So that's probably going to have to get shut down. Thanks, buddy. First announcement. Announcement number one is my sister-in-law finally had her baby, so now we have a new baby in the family. They are not on this call. I thought they might be, but they are not. So that's exciting. Announcement number two, the big announcement, is we now have Sarah Makes a Mess merch. It's true. It exists. Can you just wait? You can buy the World is Your Cheese Oyster Tea Towel. Sarah Makes a Mess. Yes, you can purchase one of these. I did have them made. Pretty psyched. Kate came up with the design. Can you just wait? So if you want one, let me know. They are pretty big, 100% cotton tea towel, so you can make a mess in your kitchen whenever you would like on your own. And remember this fun time that we're having here where we are making a mess. Please excuse me, the dog desperately needs to go outside. You couldn't have just stayed asleep? You had to go out. Oh, goodness. So sometimes the dog hits the jackpot, and when he's barking, there's actually somebody outside that he can bark at, and it's like his whole world just explodes because he suspected something, and then he went outside, and that something was there. So, you know, what a great day for him. Those do look like good stocking stuffers for the holidays. I told my mom I made merch, and she was like, I don't even know what that means. So now this is Sarah Makes a Merch. I'll take a picture of it and post it on the socials. Anyway, I need a drink, obviously. Had too much chaos today. I'm going to go with the chances of that are astrological, which is from Skygazer, which is a sour IPA brewed with strawberry, rhubarb, vanilla, and milk sugar. And yes, it is delicious. Thank you. All right. So today we are making what essentially boils down to Cheater's orzo, Cheater's risotto. Very quick, pretty easy. This is a recipe that I took from, I don't even know. It looks like Better Homes and Gardens. I don't know, Family Circle, a mom magazine. It definitely came from a mom magazine of some kind. I haven't made it in a while, but it's known in my parents' house as chicken in a pot because it is chicken, it is in a pot. And to be honest, aside from the mushrooms, it's mostly things I have in my house already. So, you know, it's good. It does make leftovers. Also good. So, my chicken looks like it was, as we call it in this house, chubbed. It was chubbed a little large. So I'm gonna re-chub my chicken. Doesn't everyone do that? Also, my knives are not very sharp. That stuff. Been looking for places to sharpen my knives. I know I can do it down where my parents live, but that's not at my house. So, like I said, some of these chunks are just a little big because we just cut up the chicken, not always necessarily knowing what we're gonna do with it, but knowing that we are going to use it. So I'm just gonna give these like this is too big. This is too big of a piece. We want them smaller. I think it said half inch dice. I don't know if I'm gonna really make them that small, but I'm gonna definitely make them smaller. They will obviously cook faster. And like I said, we cut this chicken not always knowing what it is we're doing with it. So if I have to cut it again, so be it. James already took all the icky parts out, so it's really just me making it smaller with my not very sharp knife. And after this is chubbed, smaller chubs, less big chubs. I don't know. I will put some salt and pepper on it, and I will then get my oil going in the skillet. As you can see, crappy knife. I'm gonna wash my hands now because they're covered in chicken stick. Chicken egg? Chicken gross. All right. So, step number one, we are going to warm our broth and our water in a saucepan. Now, it wants 2 3/4 cup broth, which if you were using like the Swanson broth that it wanted you to use, you could obviously just dump out 2 3/4. I just made my own chicken broth. This does not have a 3/4 measurement on it for the 2 cups. So I just did 3 whole cups, and I'll just cut back the water to be 2 cups instead of 2 1/4. But if you measured it 2 3/4 cups of broth, then you want this to be just 2 1/4 cups of water, so you get 5 cups overall. Also, I just use regular chicken broth, so I'm just gonna put some Italian seasoning in there. How much? I don't know. I'm gonna eyeball it. I know that's not like entirely correct, but it saved me having to go the wrong way down the wrong aisle to get the thing that I needed. And there's inevitably some little old lady that doesn't know what's going on, and I don't know, whenever I go to stores, some lady's like, can you please reach that thing on the top shelf for me? So I guess, you know, I'm doing something right. Anyway, you're then going to heat up like a tablespoon of the oil in your pan. I'm using kind of like a high-sided, you should call this a saucepan. It's not really a skillet because you're going to put liquid in here. So you do want it to have some space to go. So I'm going to turn that on to like medium heat. I'm going to pepper and salt my chicken while it's still sitting here on my cutting board. This is another great thing, may I recommend. You can buy these at Costco. If you ever go back to Costco, they have salt and pepper grinders, and you can buy replacement little guys at the bottom. So when you are all out of salt and pepper, you can just refill it. So that's pretty good. I didn't even pour my drink. I got so distracted talking about merch. I got too excited. Then the dog had to go outside, and then I poured this crap pour. I think James is home, so this dog's gonna come back in the house at like Mach 10. He's gonna be so excited that his dad is home. It really doesn't take much for this dog to get gleeful. To be honest with you, I did not measure the olive oil. I just kind of put it in there. That's probably fine. I mean, really, you just want enough in there so that your chicken isn't going to stick. That's all. So, you know, don't go overboard. You don't have to go crazy, but obviously, so your chicken does not stick. You don't want not gonna have sticky chicken. Because I use the Better Than bouillon and it kind of is like clumpy, that's why I keep stirring my broth and water mixture. If I hadn't used that, it would be fine, but since it comes out as like a paste, I want to just make sure that's going on. And this is on like low heat because I had to boil the water. If you were using water and broth that wasn't boiled, you probably want it to be a little bit warmer. So I would knock the heat up a few whacks, as they say in Very British Baking Show. All right, so here's my chicken. I put salt and pepper on it. I chubbed it. It's going in the pot. Now, I know it says a half pound of chicken. I'm just going to use a pound of chicken. That's what I have. You'll just get more more chicken goodness in every little bite. You also want to get a bowl or something to put the chicken in once it's done cooking. Bowl to put it in. So our chicken is cooking. I'm probably going to give this a little bit more salt and pepper because I only salt and peppered one side. I didn't flip over. So pause. In the pot. See, chicken in the pot. It all comes full circle. Just going to give it a little more salt and pepper. The trick to most any cooking actually is just like salt and pepper the whole time. I mean, it's as simple as that. You just gotta salt, pepper, and that's where all the flavor comes from, which James and I did some Blue Apron meals for a while, and that was really the main takeaway that we got from the Blue Apron meals was like, they want you to like salt and pepper on every step, which seems excessive, but it really brings out a lot of the flavors, and it really adds. And once you know what your tastes are, you can really customize it. Like as will come to zero surprise to anybody, am salty, and I like it when my food is salty. I am just a salt person, so I usually end up adding more salt. James does not like as much salt, so usually I'll tone it down for him, and then when I have it, I put more salt in because I'm salty. What can I say? All right, so this is the slowest heating pan in the entire world. Got my chicken in here, cooking it. While that is cooking and heating, I just went the lazy way. I got pre-sliced white mushrooms. I'm just gonna wash them off. I could have gotten other mushrooms. These were, I don't know, 2 for $4 or something. So I just went the easy way. And instead of buying the shiitake and the other ones, you can use whatever kind of mushrooms you like or want. Like I said, I just went the cheap way, so I did it this way. And I will wash the mushrooms. It's important to wash your mushrooms. Speaking of mushrooms, so last night we started watching on Netflix, Nadia, Time to Eat. Is it Time to Eat? I think it's Time to Eat. And she went to a mushroom like place where they grow mushrooms. This grows in like 5 days. It like once it spores, they get a mushroom in like 5 days. And they were showing the ladies and gentlemen that were picking the mushrooms. And I don't know what that noise is. They had to pick 19 kilos of mushrooms an hour, which is an absurd amount of mushrooms. I don't even know how they do that. Gosh. But that's also, I mean, it's kind of like Great British Baking Show, relaxing, you know. It's just a nice British lady telling you how to make food. She made a chicken shawarma, which looked amazing. So I might have to figure out how she did that because it looked really very good. Jamie, are you cooking with us?
Yep.
Okay.
Wash your hands first. Get some soap. Wash your hands first.
Yep. That's a good first step, washing the hands. I agree. So yeah, so Jamie, after you wash your hands, we gotta put some salt and pepper on the chicken, and you're gonna cook it in some oil in a pan on the stove. So you might need someone to help you with that. But I think you got good helpers, so you'll be all right. So I'm just washing off my mushrooms right now. They're in this little colander that I have that's so precious and cute that I usually use for berries, but I'll use it for small things too. My chicken, so you want it browned, so I still have a while to go, which is why you cut it into smaller pieces, Sarah. You don't just do whatever craziness it comes out as. So yeah, we can keep chit-chatting. So the CrossFit gym has been doing these like bake-alongs and like cook-alongs with people, you know, basically making their own recipes. And the girl that did it last week was like, I hate when you go to a blog and they tell you this like big long story about how, you know, they stubbed their toe when they were 14 and now they're making, you know, chicken and dumplings, which I get. But gotta be honest with you, cooking chicken in a pot is not real exciting beeswax. So you're gonna just have to listen to me prattle on while I talk about nonsense until my chicken is done. And then things get slightly more exciting because we're gonna cook some other stuff. Oh, Jamie's getting his gloves on. That's good work too, Jamie. So we have 2 pots going on the stove right now, bud. We've got a pot that has our chicken broth with the Italian seasonings and the water. So that's 2 3/4 cups of chicken broth with, I don't know, I would say like a tablespoon of Italian seasoning or whatever mom gave you. Then 2 1/4 cups of water, and you've got that on the stove and you're gonna get it warm. And then you've got another pot where we're cooking our chicken that we put salt and pepper on. Mine's looking pretty good, so once it's browned, I'm gonna take it out of the pot. Oh boy, he's got all sorts of hands and things. I think there are children on dirt bikes on my street. I don't know. As long as it's not the horse, it's fine. The horse is the worst thing that's ever happened to this neighborhood, in Benjamin's professional opinion, as a dog. So today, I was cleaning out my car, and usually after I do my CrossFit workout, we go for a walk. But it was kind of raining, so I was like, I don't want to do this. So I was cleaning out my car, and I opened the back doors to clean it out, and Benjamin just like jumped right in, like, what up, Mom? Take me for a walk. So then he tricked me into taking him for a walk. Then when we were walking, since today's garbage day, there was like a piece of pizza on the street, and he ate it, or he tried to eat it until I yelled at him, and I was like, we don't eat street pizza. Then, you know, he pooped in someone else's lawn. Great, not his own. And then he saw his buddy Gus and got to tussle with Gus for a little bit. And then him and Gus tussle, and his head gets all wet. And then he comes home and takes a nap. So as far as Benjamin was concerned, today was like the best day ever. All right. So I'm not sure how your chicken's looking. Mine is not pink, but also not brown. So we're just gonna let that cook a little bit more because we do want it to be browned. It says 1.5 minutes per side, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. I guess my chicken had to be way smaller. I feel like when they tell me how big to cook the chicken, I just kind of do whatever it is I feel like doing. Which is probably not how you should advise someone to learn how to cook, but you know what? So, chicken's almost browned. Got my broth and water mixture here. I also pre-measured my 8 ounces, which is half of a box, half of a pound of orzo. So that's what's in this little bowl here. Oh boy. The dog has come to the back door to announce that James is home. This is a very exciting and different time for him. Usually he just comes flying through the front door. So he probably does not know what end is up. So chicken, still cooking. After we're done with the chicken, we're gonna put a little more on. Let's try again. After the chicken is done, you're going to remove it to a plate. You're gonna put a little bit more olive oil in there, and we're gonna cook the mushrooms. Like I said, my chicken is not done. It's getting there. It's almost there. It's closer to being cooked than it is to not being cooked. That's some good work there, James. I see you pushing that chicken around. Wow, he's like a professional. He should lead the show. My job here is done. Memento has become the manatee, which was a phrase I used in CrossFit the other day, and they were like, what are you talking about? But Memento became the manatee. Jamie's now the Mento, and I am the manatee. All right. Chicken's almost there. I've said that about 4 times, but I really mean it this time. And like I said, we're gonna take it out, put it in this bowl. My little colander friend is kind of small, so once I get the first set of mushrooms in, then I'll wash the second set of mushrooms. This chicken is, I'm gonna call it good. So, just gonna scoop it out into this little bowl. You don't need to like clean your pan or anything. We're just gonna keep cooking it. Get that chicken out. It's got lots of salt and pepper on it. If I was not like posting these on YouTube, I'd probably be listening to music and dancing, but YouTube has this thing about you're not allowed to have that music. It's copyrighted. Blah, 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 blah. Some stupid garbage. So you'll have to listen to my made up songs, which anyone that knows me knows that I write some great made up songs. All right. Could put a little more olive oil. Yes. What's up? So once your chicken's cooked, James, we're gonna put some more olive oil in. You're gonna take the chicken out of the pan, and then you're gonna put the mushrooms in there. Let's just don't cook it.
You can do that.
Okay, I can do it.
I don't want to confirm.
Okay, I got it.
You can do that. I don't want to confirm.
Okay.
Jamie gets nervous about things, so this might be a I'm nervous thing. Can you give me the oil?
I got it right there. I didn't open the chat.
All right, here's the rest of my mushrooms. Into the pot they go.
Good job.
So, to accelerate this cooking down process, put the lid on
Is it right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So good.
What's Sarah doing?
We're gonna cook them until they're softened. So we've got the mushrooms in there. They're gonna soften up. What are you gonna drink, James boys? He's scurried away. He's drinking a Sam Summer. Now he's gonna take care of the dog, which is all the dog's dreams. So I have all my mushrooms in this pan here, which is a pound of mushrooms. What's up, Jade? You okay?
Oh, she's muting it. That's why.
What do you put in the mushroom?
What do we do with the mushrooms?
What are you putting on them?
Oh, you put some olive oil and you just cook the mushrooms in the pan.
Okay, so just olive oil. Just like that. Just
Or whatever oil, canola oil, olive oil, whatever oil. But I'm gonna cook the mushrooms till they get soft.
Okay, good job. Give it to
Put it on top.
All right. Woo. Take that lid off. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a stir. You'll notice as they get soft, they're gonna change color, which is good. We're also gonna play my very favorite game called, did I pick the right size pot? Fun fact about me, I have very poor spatial reasoning skills. Anyone who's my friend will tell you this. I cannot tell you what fits in a container and what does not, because I have no idea. So let's hope that this all fits in the pan, and I don't have to swap it mid-recipe. I've done that before. It makes James very frustrated because then he has to wash pots. Not just the one I made it in, but the one I first made a mess in, and then my second pot. So, looking at the mushrooms, you don't have to cook the mushrooms for too long, Jamie. Just want them to get softened.
Okay.
Okay? You'll smell when they're cooked, and they'll be a little bit less than what you think there was when you started.
Oh, they're cooked. Are they cooked?
Yeah, they're cooked. Look at the fire on them.
I am going to put my top on there again. Because again, keeps all the air in and makes it go faster. After, oh, thanks. So after you get your mushrooms to where they want to be, you're gonna add in your orzo because you're gonna toast it a little bit with your mushrooms before you add in any liquid. So you're gonna toast the orzo for about a minute, just in the pot with mushrooms. So let's see what's going on here. Woo! The mushrooms also probably release some liquid, which is fine. That's what mushrooms do. So now I'm going to take my 8 ounces of orzo. I'm going to put it in the pot with the mushrooms. And I'm going to cook it for a minute. I'm going to put a little timer on because otherwise I'll just talk on and on and on. And you're going to stir them around. So you kind of toast them. I know there's a little bit of liquid in there with the mushrooms. But we're just going to stir it around, toast it around, so it becomes delicious. How you doing there, James?
Sam, good?
I'm good.
What zipper you on?
Orzo.
Did you put your orzo in the pot?
Nope.
Nope. Are you stirring it good?
Orzo in the, she said orzo in the mushroom pot. No, she said it's all.
You're going to notice that it kind of sticks if you don't stir it. So you do kind of want to keep your eye on it to make sure it doesn't really stick. Because we're trying to pretend like this is risotto. Okay, that was my minute. Now I am going to set aside a cup of hot broth. So I'm just going to measure this out with my little cup here. Cool. I'm going to put this over here. And now I'm going to gradually add in this broth to the pasta. So like a cup at a time. And before you add more, you kind of want to make sure that what's in the pot has gone away. So I put in my first cup, which probably was more than a cup, but it's all right. We're just going to keep cooking. We're just going to keep cooking it until it gets absorbed. And then you're going to add in your next cup. I don't really believe you need to stir this aggressively. It said stir occasionally, and it's going to be soupy. Those are facts, my friends. Those are facts. I'm actually going to get out another measuring cup to make sure that I do it right this time instead of my crazy way of doing it. So about every 2 or so minutes, you're going to add in another cup of broth. You're going to mix it. You're going to let it boil because we gotta make sure it all gets absorbed. So I'm going to do like another cup of broth, probably about now. There you go. The mixture in your pot should be like simmering. I mean, not like simmering. It should be simmering. While it's all going on here, looking good, feeling fine. Gonna be soupy. That's okay. Let's check in on Jamie.
So what's next?
Jamie, how you doing?
What's next?
It smells good?
What's next?
You made a mess?
What's next?
Oh, did you already add in your cup of broth?
Nope.
All right, now you gotta let it cook for a couple minutes. You gotta stir occasionally. Then, after another few minutes, you're gonna add in another cup of broth.
The pasta.
To the pasta mixture. Yep, you got it, dude. All right. So again, it's gonna be soupy. It's okay. That's how this is supposed to be. I'm gonna measure out. I think this is probably about my last cup of broth. Let's see. Oh, I got a little bit left.
How much keep doing, Lisa?
You start, honey.
Jamie, you're doing great with your stirring. You're doing good. Jamie is not a cook, so this is very impressive for him to be cooking. This is still simmering. If at the end of this, you kind of put everything together and it doesn't look thick enough, I would say just let it keep going, which is probably not what you should be doing. But I will do that anyway. I will just let it thicken up because the idea behind risotto is really it gets super thick. So I'm going to put in another cup of broth. So at this point, I just have this like little bitty bit left, which I'm going to put that in because I probably didn't do the right broth at some point or another. And again, I'm just going to stir this, but I'm mostly just going to let it kind of simmer its way down here. It's going to be pretty soupy, but that's okay. The longer we let it do its little beeswax here, more delicious it will be at the end. So your final steps to this, I only say this because my time is running out. I'm not going to leave, but I want to complete the recipe, is once you get all the broth in there, you're going to put the chicken in. Then you're going to put in your last cup of broth, and you're going to let it cook for like 4 or 5 minutes until it really comes together. You're going to serve it with cheese. Like I said, leftovers, very delicious. Blah, blah. Hit me up for merch. That was this week. Again, people that are here, I'm not actually leaving. I just am going to run out of time for my recording. So come back next week. We're going to do something